What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back, and here I am back to talk about some more of this Tekken 8 shit. And what I want to talk about is, Tekken 8 is, still a long ways off. But, while it's still a long ways off, people are still starting to wonder what ideas and what new features and shit that Tekken 8 may have. You feel what I'm saying? So this video here, I'm going to be talking about what Tekken 8 needs to do to, I guess you could say, be better than Tekken 7. Because make no mistake about it, it don't matter how great people will see Tekken 8, there's a good possibility it may not be better than Tekken 7 regardless. We've seen it with a lot of these fighting games. So Street Fighter 5 wasn't better than Street Fighter 4, so y'all know how it is. It still might not be better. But here I'm going to talk about what Tekken 8 can do and what Tekken 8 needs to do to be better, or at least as good as Tekken 7 was. Now, a lot of people criticize Tekken 7 for being a trash game or whatever. Everybody got their opinion. My opinion is Tekken 7 is probably the most durable Tekken game ever created. So, that's just my opinion. But here, I guess we're going to get into this wish list, I guess you could say, of things that Tekken 8 needs to do once it's announced and once it's released. So we're going to get into this shit. Number one, first and foremost, what Tekken 8 needs to do, and they need to do this immediately. The development team needs to get rid of the low parry. I know a lot of people like the low parry and all that shit. Quite frankly, I just thought the low parry was stupid. I don't think every character should have a low parry like that, so that was kind of corny to me, because you have other characters that can parry mids, highs, and then you have the automatic low parry, so it was really an unbalanced thing with that low parry. Like I said before, a lot of people liked it, a lot of people didn't like it. I necessarily didn't like it, but the problem with the low parry is, now offline there is no problem with the low parry. The low parry is, the issue with the low parry is online, and it's already been documented how we come across cheaters, the auto cheats and the auto guards and all of that fucking shit, the overlays and all that fucking shit. And of course the low parry was kind of like in the front of all of that. These cheaters would find a way to hack the game and would just low parry every damn thing. So the development team needs to get rid of that low parry. The low parry, it was a cancer when it came to online gameplay. When you came across a lot of cheaters, a lot of hackers, lag switchers, they use that low parry up to death. They need to get rid of that low parry. We don't need no damn mechanic like that. Get rid of the low parry. It kind of sucks. Second thing is the character balancing. We need character balancing from the jump at default. I'm not talking about wait till season 2, season 3 of Tekken 8, then they want to start trying to balance characters out, then they want to start buffing and nerfing characters. No, Bandai Namco need to get on their shit and balance these characters from the start. I mean, if you can't completely balance them to where it's a full circle, at least get everybody close in the same balance and the same damage range and all of that kind of shit like that. At the jump, characters need to be balanced, because when Tekken 7 came out, the imbalance was atrocious. You had characters that was on this type of high bar, then you had characters all the way down here, all the way down there, and then it created all these damn tier lists that you saw every 5 minutes because of that shit. So Tekken 8 needs to have good character balance from the start. At launch, Tekken 8 needs to have good character balance. Good character balance, it could be a fun game that way. The third thing Tekken 8 needs to do, get rid of the goddamn 2D characters. Get these motherfuckers out of here. I don't want to see no 2D characters in Tekken 8. I don't want to see no OP advantage jump. I don't want to see no projectiles. I don't want to see none of that crap. I don't want to see no bars, no super 2D meters. I don't want to see none of that shit in Tekken 8. I want to see straight 3D fighting without any 2D fighting advantages. I do not want to see that in Tekken 8. Get all of the 2D characters out. That includes Akuma, that includes Geese Howard, that includes Noctis, that includes dumbass Eliza. Get that trash character out. Nobody gives a fuck. Get those characters out of Tekken 8 and go back to classic 3D fighting Tekken. That is what we want in Tekken 8, and hopefully that's what we'll get. The next one is bring back the classic arcade mode with the classic cinematic stories endings. Bring this back. This is the exact same thing that made Tekken 3 one of the greatest fighting games of all time. We had the classic arcade mode, then we viewed the ending movies at the end, and then we kept doing it with every character, however anybody wanted to do it. They need to bring that back. We want the classic arcade mode where we're fighting at least 7 to 8 characters, you know what I'm saying? Fight the boss, get our story at the end, and then whatever we get some type of, you know, some treasure gift or some shit like that. We can do it that damn way. Because Tekken 7, I didn't like that shit. Fight one character and then that was it. And then it was just like, you know, the endings were so rushed and they didn't put no effort into that shit. And Tekken 8, they need to bring back the classic, the arcade mode, and bring back the classic cinematic endings. They need to do it exactly like they did it with Tekken 3. If they do it like that, that's gonna be a sure hit. Bring back the classic arcade mode. The next thing that Tekken 8 needs to do, and that is to put a frame data system in the game at launch. Now, almost damn near every single fighting game that you can think of has a default frame data system except Tekken. And then they made us pay for the damn frame data system later down on in the road through a DLC. That shit is unacceptable. When Tekken 8 comes out, frame data system needs to be in there at launch, free, so people can use it, so we can get better, so we can do shit the right way. Another thing that Tekken 8 needs to do, and quite frankly, I hope they are working on this shit as we speak right now, if they are even working on a Tekken 8, put in a built-in system to punish these motherfucking cheaters that we have online. I mean, basically, I don't care if PC, PS4, Xbox, across all of the board, there were fucking cheaters. They need to put a system in to catch these cheaters and make sure these cheaters pay for what they're doing. Get banned, can't play online ever again. I don't know what that they can think of, but they need to put a system in to handle these motherfucking cheaters. Because, you know, one of the things about it is, man, your boy here done came across so many fucking cheaters to the point, man, I was about to bust my own damn monitor because of these goddamn cheaters that we have in Tekken 7. So they need to do something about that. I know they got the technology, I know they got the finances. The development team needs to find a way to, you know, to snap down on these cheaters, man. I don't know, the effort that they did in Tekken 7, I don't think that really worked. They need to double down on that shit. They need to double down so people's experience won't get fucked up while we're playing online. You feel what I'm saying? Even though a lot of us play competitively, a lot of us play online. So I'm gonna be playing both, and I want my experience to be 100%. You feel what I'm saying? And that means is I'm tired of coming across these fucking cheaters, and they need to put in a system to fry these motherfucking cheaters. Now, the whole plug pulling, rage quitting, I don't know. I don't think you can really do anything about that because you're just gonna come across people that do that. But as far as that other shit, like I just mentioned earlier in the video, those fucking auto cheats, the overlays and all that fucking shit, the turbo cheats and all that type of shit, the lag switching and all that, lag cords and all that fucking shit. Oh yeah, that shit is out there. And you got motherfuckers using these fucking USB cables for lag control and shit like that. It's out there. Trust me, the shit is out there. And Bandai Namco, they need to double down on this shit. You know, create a system to where they can catch these cheaters, and once they catch these cheaters, fry their asses. This next thing here, I don't know if certain characters really have this issue, but they need to fix this whole thing with the wall situation. Meaning that certain characters, when they get a wall combo, it is guaranteed that they are going to get the full damage of the wall combo. But some characters don't. Some characters get a wall combo, and depending on angle, the opponent of the other character bounces off of them and get a free launcher. Y'all know I'm a Eddy main, so that shit happens to Eddy all the time, where he has somebody in a wall situation, the character bounces off the wall and Eddy gets launched like a motherfucker. That pisses me off. They need to fix that shit. They need to fix the wall situation. Like I said before, I think it's like with certain characters, They need to fix that shit and make it balanced and make it tolerable for all characters. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of getting somebody in a wall situation and motherfuckers just bouncing out of it just because it's my character. You feel what I'm saying? It should be as patched up for every character where they get someone in a wall situation. We should get full damage from the wall situation, and it shouldn't matter about the angle, about axis, or none of that shit. I want full damage when I get somebody in a wall combo situation. They need to fix that. They need to put that in for every single character in the game. And last but not least, now when Tekken 8 does resurface, whenever it does, we already know that there's going to be DLC and shit like that. So here's my thing that Tekken 8 needs to do. When Tekken 8 resurfaces, the DLC characters, whether it be new or old, make sure they are 3D characters, okay? Make sure that they're 3D characters. They can be original, or make sure they're classic characters. Now, if you want to add some guest characters, make sure they are 3D, okay? Make sure they're coming from another 3D fighting game and not a 2D fighting game, because motherfuckers are sick of that 2D shit. So whenever they have that DLC for Tekken 8, I just want either original characters for Tekken 8 in the DLC, or bring back some classic characters from the Tekken franchise and no other franchise, because that way a lot of characters that have been missing for a while can have an opportunity to get in. You feel what I'm saying? So that is what they should do when Tekken 8 finally does come around. Whenever they do DLC, just focus on Tekken characters. You know what I'm saying? That way you can bring more characters in, and you can still do new characters, new original characters for DLC. It'll all work out. So my family, those are the things that I feel that Tekken 8 needs to do once it's announced and once it's released on whatever day that it comes out. Tekken 8 needs to do these things. If Tekken 8 at least does 75% of these things, I'll be satisfied with it. Especially the whole thing with the cheaters. They really just need to fix that shit. Also the classic arcade mode. A lot of people do want that shit back, because a lot of people just like to enjoy just whooping up on the CPU and shit like that, and then getting the ending movies at the end. A lot of people like doing that, you know, on side of being competitive and shit like that. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So like I said before, these are the things that I want Tekken 8 to do once Tekken 8 is announced. So let me know in the comment section about the list that I just put up. What do you think that Tekken 8 needs to do? Put that in the comment section below and we can get a conversation started. Or else just put a, you know, put y'all own little wish list in on mechanics and shit that y'all want to see in Tekken 8. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. I honestly hope y'all enjoyed. My name is Demetrius. I will see y'all in the next video. God bless. Stay safe. I am out. Peace.